Underway as we speak at Jeaga Middle School right now.
These 40 firefighters participated in this effort. We had a hazmat team come in, evaluate the area. A comprehensive walkthrough was conducted, testing for all variety of chemicals and weapons of mass destruction and mace and everything that we have the capability of doing. And we found absolutely nothing in the school to indicate any problems. We checked all closets, all classrooms in the area, and all patients were transported. All the pediatrics were transported to St. Mary's Hospital. One adult was transported to Palms West Hospital, and 2 adults self-transported to a Minute Clinic in the area.
Any idea of their conditions?
They were all very minor.
If you didn't find anything, then what happened here today?
It's hard to say. We have law enforcement asking further questions of the initial child who was afflicted and went to the nurse's office.
Can you tell us again the symptoms that these students and teachers were all experiencing at the same time?
Minor things like an itchy nose, little scratchy throat, minor eye irritations.
Can you tell us what was occurring inside of the classroom when all of this started?
Lecture.
So there was no experiment or no chemicals going on at the time, they were just having a book lecture?
Correct. I spoke on the phone to the science teacher that was in the science classroom with the students at the time. She said she was lecturing. There were no experiments going on in the science classroom. When the hazmat team entered, they verified this information.
Is this being investigated as any type of criminal activity that could be involved in this?
None at this time.
Alex, can you please discuss the school's reaction, school district's reaction to all this?
Sure. Right before the end of the school day, 2 science classrooms that are connected to each other, students started to report some symptoms, eye irritation, skin irritation. Once the teachers also reported some of these symptoms, we immediately called, obviously, authorities. We evacuated as a precaution the entire building. As you all saw earlier today, we were able to still transport all students through their normal routes, normal buses, home, and also we were able to relocate those kids that were normally would be picked up by parents at the school to Grassy Waters Elementary. Roughly about over 1,000 kids come to this middle school, and we were able to move those kids out to Grassy Waters or be able to move them through their normal routes to their homes. The building was cleared. For all intents and purposes, the emergency is over. There's no after-school planned activities at this school because it's a Friday, and so we're back to normal. Those individuals, those students who were involved in the incident, those families have been communicated with. If your student was not involved in those science classes, you did not get a call from us. The superintendent has been briefed. The school board members have been briefed. They've been engaged in the incident throughout the process. We've had many administrators. Our own police department as a school district has been here collaborating with the rest of the agencies.
Given that you don't know what happened here, where do you go from here?
The safety and priority of our students is our number one concern and priority as a school system. We will be looking into this matter, obviously. Today is Friday. Authorities, our own police department are here. They will continue to work with local agency partners and the school administration to make sure that we do a full investigation on this matter.
Is there a possibility that the school will be maybe cleaned out or anything over the weekend?
That's something that I'll have to check with fire and other agencies to see if there's any other follow-up to this incident. But my understanding is the incident is over, everything's cleared, the building has been cleared.
Alex, what do you say to parents, and what do you want parents to tell their children maybe who attend the school here about this?
Well, we take this opportunity to be able to remind all of us that safety, is our number one priority as a school system, to be able to, if you see any suspicious material, any suspicious activity, to report that to a trusted adult. The school will be looking into this. We will be following up to make sure that we talk to all kids, that we talk to all adults involved obviously on Monday when we return back to school.
Will there be a further investigation to try to determine what exactly happened?
We will continue to look at this, obviously, incident. The school administration, the principal, I just spoke to him a few minutes ago, he will be looking into this matter. Again, in terms of the safety and the well-being of kids, the building has been cleared. You heard from fire, there's been no chemical traces. It was a classroom, it was science, but they were doing a lecture, a normal lecture, textbooks. There were no experiments, happening. There were no liquids of any type on the kids' desks. So, it was just a normal lecture.
Anything you can tell us as far as the time frame of when these students and teachers started experiencing the symptoms and when the school was evacuated, all of that?
I'll try to get you the timestamps of when all the reports came through. I was notified probably 10 to 15 minutes before the end of the school day. That's roughly about 3:40 in the afternoon. We went ahead and evacuated the building then, and then we went ahead and communicated to families and parents.
All right, thanks, guys.
All right, thank you. And that was Alex Sanchez with the school district talking to us, the Chief Communications Officer. So all we know is that all is clear out here at the scene. All the students are on their way back home, and there are a couple that were taken to local hospitals, but the injuries, I guess, were minor. There was no chemical issue going on at the school, just an irritant. Some of the students were experiencing itchy eyes and coughing and things of that nature. So all is clear out here. We're tossing it back to you in the studio. Reporting live from West Palm Beach, Michelle Casada, WPTV News Channel 5.
Michelle.